There's a crazy other component to this, which is no one in the world had ever done this before. And like I said, a few really talented people, some of the best explorers in the world had tried recently. One guy died. And it just so happened there's a really specific season when you can attempt this, but another guy was attempting this at the exact same time as me. A British guy who's equivalent of a Navy SEAL, British Special Forces. The living most experienced guy in Antarctica has actually pulled 3,000 plus miles in Antarctica now on various expeditions. And so we got dropped off 1 mile away from each other to begin this thing. And obviously, I was the first. I did win this race head to head. And at the finish line, I waited for him for a few days because I wanted to congratulate him because he did ultimately finish. But you can only imagine, going back to that first hour where I was like, it's impossible. It was also like, it's impossible. And by the way, this Navy SEAL dude who knows more about Antarctica than me, he's off and going. I can see him in the distance, just leaving me in the dust. But fortunately, after day 6, I caught up to him. I waved to him in this weird passing of the torch moment, like I was passing him, and then I never saw him again until I finished, and I finished about 70 miles ahead of him, about 2.5 days ahead of him.
That's gotta suck for him. Imagine he's like, I got this motherfucker.
I brought it home for America, man. So I actually, even though I finished, and the first thing I could have kind of wanted to do, I haven't had a shower actually to save weight so I could get as much food and fuel in my sled. I brought no extra clothes, no extra pair of underwear, like literally no extra pair of underwear, no extra pair of nothing. So
where are you shitting out there?
Everyone wants to know this, so let's just get it on the table. Thank you for asking. Basically, I described that vestibule situation. So one side I cook in. The wind is calm. I get out of my tent, dig a hole, and go shit in a hole, basically. Right. But when it's real windy, like those storms I just watched, you're going to get frostbite if you try to, bend over and pull your pants down when it's minus 80 out.
Right.
So in the vestibule of my tent, not the side I'm cooking on, but the other side where I'm still inside covered, I dig a hole in there. And that was my morning routine. It's not glamorous. It's not a pretty thing. And to make, actually, to me, this is very cool, but also not glamorous. Within 1 degree of latitude of the South Pole. So the last degree of latitude, 89 degrees, the South Pole is at 90 degrees. It's basically 69 miles or 60 nautical miles circumference around the South Pole. Antarctica being as pristine as it is, they have all these laws about environmental conservation, which to me is amazing, being someone who just loves and is a great steward of the land. They actually say you can't even leave your human waste in holes here. Even though there's nobody out there, they're like, we want this to be completely protected area. And so yes, usually my sled was getting lighter most of the time because I was eating food every day and burning fuel. But in that last degree of latitude to the South Pole and crossing it, I was shitting in a bag, wrapping it up and putting it in my sled and having to carry it with me.